We're gonna need a granary over here. And because we built a granary, I'm gonna make an extra firehouse, because I've had those things burned down way too many times on me. We're gonna need to sell stuff pretty soon, otherwise we're gonna start running out of money. And that stuff we're gonna need to sell is beer. So let's get actually farming up that barley. Well, just nothing to it. That's as much as we can get out of that little chunk of land. Where are you running over here?
Ready to work.
Okay, he's just a laborer. I was like, that better not be the guy looking for laborers. Yeah. Alright, let's accept none, and we want barley. And we want beer. We can't get clay. But we will eventually get clay. Alright, who can we trade with? You buy grain, so we're gonna open up a trade route to you. I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of grain. I should have been selling that to begin with. So let's get it going. Yeah, the music is excellent. Alright, well, that's going to be all the farms we can get in those areas. Excellent. What are these guys complaining about? They don't have any food yet. Well, that's probably because we haven't, had too many harvests. I kind of want just another granary here, but that's not really a great plan. We need granaries kind of out in other spots so that we can distribute food better. That's also a shitty place to put one. Oh, and like over here. Let's pop down that village palace. Out of money. Well, that's not a problem. There's always more money. Does this not have a road reaching it? Oh, it does now. Our unemployment is really high. Well, let's solve some of that then, shall we? Let's get some limestone quarries going and mine the hell out of everything. An architect's post probably over here. Yeah, that's always been my the thing I always forget. And then I've got like a whole bunch of food, and just you watch the Nile roll in and just murder all the people and take all the goods, and you're like, yeah, that one's on me. Well, I think I'm gonna need to take a very short bio break and be right back. Oh man, we need limestone. A dedicated limestone thing here. Alright. Everybody's moving. Everybody's moving. Excellent. So we finally got a good harvest out. We're getting our limestone blocks on. Can we export the limestone blocks yet? We're going to open up a way to do that. Limestone. Okay, we have to actually do that. Prices are not very good. So where can we export limestone to? We can to medium. Alright. It's a water trade route. So let's start exporting as soon as possible. Export. Export when... Just export all the blocks. Can we export? I guess we should probably, if our unemployment is doing well, we should actually begin. I can't build a bridge over that. It's just gonna have to suck. We're gonna need a firehouse over here with this expansion that I just put in. But we're gonna need a brickworks. A couple of them. And we need clay. Ah, crap. So we need to import clay. Well, let's make a storage yard. Let's have it accept clay and straw and bricks. And let's import clay. Alright, get the clay. We got tons of materials. We're also gonna want some industry for brewing. Throw it in piles of shore. Nice. So we'll throw down a storage yard here, and we're gonna have barley and beer accepted. Employees needed. Awesome. Well, we took care of our employment problem just like that. And yeah, excellent. Well, I am going to be right back. Need to take a very quick bio break, and I'll be right back to continue playing. so we're just starting getting our trade going. So hopefully what we can do is we can get this stuff imported, then we can start exporting it and actually making some money. We've only got one trading port though. Let's take a quick just sanity check around our city. Yeah, okay, so we are not doing well for fire. Doing alright over here. Crime. Oh, we forgot to build police stations, didn't we? Well, let's go ahead and snag some police stations. Probably only need one. Yeah, he's already taken care of a lot of it. Let's look at our Z's. Disease is looking pretty good. Malaria. And our damage. Looking pretty good on damage. Well, this is not looking so hot over there, and I do not want those falling over. So we are going to definitely going to do something about that. Alright, good. Well, that's why we take a look at those overlays, because bad things can happen. Kingdom stand-on. Alright. So we also need to start exporting beer when we can, and we're going to export it when we're over 800. Barley is exportable, we're going to export that. Linen is exportable, flax is importable, pottery is exportable. Can we export bricks? No. Okay, then why the hell did I put together a whole bunch of brick makers? Do I need bricks for anything? Medium bent pyramid. Well, what do we need for it? It's gonna take plain stone and blocks of wall. So why the fuck am I making bricks? Too much of a perfectionist. Yeah, my cities are garbage. Alright, so why are we making bricks? Like, this is a real question. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, is there anywhere that I can even export bricks? It's like, no, can't export bricks. Alright, get out of here. You don't need your bricks are crap. Okay, so we need potters. Alright, there we go. You guys are making bricks? Just put the bricks down. Okay, you're making pots now. Get the hell out of here. So we don't need bricks. But we should take pottery. And we should not take straw. We're gonna run out of room here real quick. Can we export straw? No. Wait, what can we even do with straw then? Like, there's no point to straw. Well, maybe they'll have us a new trade route will open later or something that we can actually do something with. So unemployment is 0. We're gonna need another housing block. So let's do that. So let's see, what would it look like if it's like here? So it would be 1, 2... I know there's meadow farms here. I probably shouldn't ignore that fact that there are meadow farms here, and I should actually farm this. So if I'm going to put this anywhere for a housing block, I should probably put it like somewhere here. But we don't have enough damn money to do anything like that, so... I'll screw it. Let's just put it like over here. Something like this maybe could work. So the other thing we can do is actually, these guys have no local religious facilities. Well, what's our patron god? Who's the most angry with us? I guess Ptah. So we'll build a temple to Ptah. Just throw it there, and you guys will get your farm on. So what needs to happen here is we need to become profitable with trading somehow. So let's see if that is anywhere within the scope of reality. And let's make sure our industry is actually let's just see what happens. Let's throw a we'll just throw a festival because we're in debt. Let's throw a festival because we're broke. Because I'm not sure how to actually play this scenario yet, so I'm not trying to be perfect at all. It looks like it's going to be really important to export limestone blocks. Looks like it's going to be important to export barley and beer and grain. But the issue I have is if we're too dependent upon exporting grain, and that one place just dies, we're gonna be in a tight spot. And we definitely, I think we're gonna need another dock here, though I guess they're not piling up, so shouldn't really be an issue. And we're gonna need an apothecary. And a police station. Build a granary. Well, are they actually going to fill all of our granaries up? We could buy one more granary, chuck it over like, you know, like right here. People are keep pouring into the city. It's like they don't realize who's running it. Alright, well at least our unemployment is under control. Sort of healthy 9%. If only they knew. Yes, Karakan. If only they knew. And Karakan, if you're wondering why there are so many people watching today, I guess we're hosted by Good Old Games because they saw I was playing Pharaoh and we're like, yeah, we need that guy. We need to host him. So that's cool. I'm okay with that. So what the hell happened to our harvest? How did nobody actually nobody put any goods into the frickin' granaries? I missed it. Son of a bitch. I think we just completely screwed ourselves because I don't think anybody from the fields except for the guys who had barley actually made it into town.
No one can accept these goods.
And
That's okay.
I don't see what we can even do with straw. Like there's absolutely no reason to have straw. It's just taking up space. Well, we absolutely need just trading to save us right now, so we're just gonna build some emergency docks and hope to God that we don't burn it all down, because we need trading and we need it to happen now, and if it doesn't happen then we need to restart this level. We can at least comply with Pharaoh's demands. No longer limit themselves to old stuff, so it's just GOG? Alright, cool. So everybody's just eating bread all day, every day. Yeah, this is what happens when we start making stupid decisions like we're opening our housing blocks because we need to, put out that piece first, guys? Come on. It's gonna burn down a whole storage yard. Get it! Ugh. Don't worry, these potters are guaranteed not to catch fire. Absolutely guaranteed not to catch fire, just like the last ones. So are work camps actually getting to all these fields? Looks like they're a little slow to do so. So we could probably get another work camp right here. Yeah, people idolize me as a god. That's really nice. We're in horrible, crushing amount of debt. Well, we're gonna have a whole hell of a lot of problems here with not having food. Just immediately. So we're pretty much toast with this mission at this point. So I'm not gonna pretend like we aren't. Alright, so we'll actually get some farms growing, some actual food, because we screwed up our harvest like 3 times in a row or something. Yeah, but we got unemployment, so didn't have a worker. Well, that's what I thought was going on, but then I checked my commerce stuff, and the food distribution is on priority 1, so maybe that's what was going on. But I think it's...
No one can accept these goods. That's okay. I can use the rest.
I think what might be happening is we're blocked on straw. I have nothing that I can even do with straw or bricks, so I'm not sure what to do with them. And I think it's blocking all the work from actually happening. I mean, I can make, some more storage yards and just like say only take straw and just stockpile a whole hell of a lot of it for no reason. You can just turn off straw production. How do you turn off straw production? Is there a way to do that?
It's boring here.
Industry screen?
Hire more entertainers.
Let's see, is there anything in here? Alright, well, that would probably... See, I don't use any of those complicated screens that actually do things that are helpful. I just kind of muddle around. Yeah. As soon as I know something exists, then I can do it. Well, let's see if we can dig ourselves out of this hole. One thing I could do is just donate a whole bunch of money, but I'd rather not. Because we might get a whole bunch of food here and then be able to sell it. Like, all these guys are cutting down all the grain now. And that's all moving. So we got all of it. And where is it going? I guess maybe we sold all the grain. Yeah, and immediately the lady at the bazaar snatches up half of it. Because all these guys are moving out because they ran out of food. Well, we're gonna get the food right back, and people are gonna move right back in. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright, so as long as we continue to sell stuff properly. We might be able to dig ourselves out of this hole. Let's make sure the gods aren't about to kill us. Yeah, Ra's about to murder everyone. So we exporting pottery? Open route to export. Screw it. Let's go all the way into horrible crushing debt so we can export pottery. Let's just turn up the speed and watch everything burn. So we made quite a few mistakes. Yeah, collapsed building. Our dock is collapsed. Great. Oh yeah, Pharaoh wants $1,000? He's not getting $1,000. Well, somehow we just made a whole bunch of money. So our export game is there. We just need to let it work, is what it looks like. Let's make sure our risks are actually working out properly. Because we went from pretty awful standing there to, you know, like $3,000, which means we are making some progress. Did we not get a position? We did not get a position. Well, let's get a position. So any other trade routes that we can open up? These guys buy pottery. Yes. We'll try to export all the pots. Alright. Get that position into position. He's doing his job. He's gonna go heal all the dudes. So let's see if our industries can actually do anything to help us out here. Like, we've got the traders coming through. Wish we could sell more stuff, but only so much we can sell. And this town is definitely stalled out. 6 months to comply. Yeah, we're not going to be able to comply. Yeah, it was a lot of the straw stuff screwed us over in the beginning. We should have started off exporting limestone as soon as possible. And we probably should have started our civilization over here. Well, what is this? This is that's a land trade route. Well, we're at least working on it. I feel like I'm missing something, that because usually there's a very clear idea of what you need to do. 32 blocks of limestone. Okay, so can we comply with that? Because we need a bunch of money in order to import like stone blocks. and it was saying basically export grain. And these guys buy barley and beer, and so we probably should have gotten a lot more beer. Yeah, beer and pottery is looking like what we need to do. Start with grain, sell grain. Grain and barley sell, then it's into beer, then into pottery. And that's what our problem is. So we'll give this just a little bit more time to see if we can pull ourselves out of this hole. Like maybe something nice will happen. Maybe we can hold like a big festival to Ptah and we'll fill up one of our storehouses with a whole bunch of goods or something. Because right now we're just barely treading water with debt, which is not good at all. Your time has run out, and you have still not sent it. So... Wages fall. Wages have fallen throughout the Empire. Alright, and because your reputation, we have 64 blocks of plain stone have shown up. Can we actually accept them? So let's go see the kingdom wages. If the kingdom wages fell by 1. Yeah, I think we're pretty much hosed. We haven't been able to make any progress, so I think we're gonna restart. Let's do it. Let's declare defeat. Alright. Let's reapproach our situation. Yeah, but those are like, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel. At that point, it's kind of like, what are you doing? So let's take another look. We've got farms over there. The only place for mining stuff is over on this side. I still think we started in the right area. I just think we had the very wrong idea about what we were going to do. Like, basically, we want to start and we want to put ourselves on the trading node just immediately, is what I'm thinking. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to build kind of to the left. One, 2, 3, 4. Just do 2, 3, 4. Let's see if we can actually like trade a whole bunch of limestone. And the issue was, I think we can brew beer, and beer's gonna sell a lot better, so we should just go for a lot more barley and a lot less grain. Alright, so if we do like this. There just build this absolutely ridiculous road here. Bam. Awesome. So get the police stations and all the rest of this stuff going. Get our position working. And we need work camps. These guys are just walking off into nowhere. Where should I have the work camps? I think like right in a row here or something like that would probably be best. More hackers? That's how it always is. This is not a very good setup. It's so ugly. It's so stupid. Well, it might work. Whatever. They're all looking the wrong
job openings.
wrong way, guys.
Find any workers to fill the posts.
This is just silly. What am I doing? Well, we'll at least get police stations and all the fun things. Because they're important. Ah, that thing's just one tile in the wrong direction. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. We didn't build any water, did we? Yeah, we need a water supply. Let's see, this is going to be just for limestone. This will be for everything, and we need to make sure to turn off. We need to make sure to turn off straw. Alright. And we're going to need to get our industry up and running. So our industry is going to look like so. Well, we're going to need our temples. And our bazaars. Alright, so let's make sure to actually open up our trade routes. Who's buying? Is it you who's buying limestone? Yes. You are buying grain. Nobody's buying weapons, so I can't just like import a whole bunch of copper. Did I actually put our commerce? Yeah, infrastructure needs to be first. And food is second. Health and sanitation. Yeah, screw it. We don't need health or sanitation. We just need food. Food will get us more people faster than anything else. And let's go ahead and start exporting stuff as soon as possible for limestone. Guess we have to go all the way down. I do not know if I've ever actually beaten this game either. Like, I think that's one of the interesting things is it gets really, really challenging later in the game. You wouldn't think it, but it does. Alright, so we're gonna need a storage yard, another one. These people are gonna live in trash houses. That's just kind of how they live. They're gonna have to be okay with that. Architect closed. That. Apothecary and take position. These people, hopefully, they won't live in such trash houses. And we'll give them like a festival square over here. I need a roadblock. Roadblock there. Roadblock here. Roadblock here. And that was our first harvest. It looks like we cleared everything off. But we got plenty of barley. Alright, good. That means that we can export barley. So let's start exporting barley. And let's start exporting beer. And that means we can actually get our industry up and running, making beer. There's nothing over there, so we should just make some basic stuff. What is this? This accepts everything? No, just barley and just beer. Which mission are you talking about? The one mission where I know there's one of the first like 3 missions where if you literally cannot beat the mission. Houses do not upgrade. I know the only one I had a problem with was when I didn't realize you could actually scroll down and there was like a town you could trade with way in the south, and you had to trade with that town, otherwise there's no way to beat the mission. Like, I know that mission exists. So this guy buys pottery. This one will buy beer, so we need to open that. And these guys will buy pottery when we get there, but we don't have pottery yet. So, what do these guys need? They need food, right? Cyrus, Ra, and Top. Right. Lavish festival. Excellent. And we're gonna run out of money here, but the main thing is that we've got our export industries actually started. Alright, well, we should be making a little bit of progress at least here. Approving benevolent, all that. Excellent. Good. And we're going to need more docks so we can export more products. Alright, good. We need help from the gods for this mission. Most definitely we do. And what's our unemployment looking like right now? 0%? Alright. So let's see why we're not getting more people. I don't see any food. Do we have a bazaar? Doesn't look like we have a bazaar over here. I had overlooked that. Alright. Well, the other thing we can do is we can get some more food running. Let's actually just basically pause it so I can figure out exactly how I want food to go here. Alright, everybody's fully stocked on materials. It's hard to see what's up